This is sort of my June writing update, because we didn't need one in May. I mean, it's May right now, but this is a June writing update, because this will be posted in the middle of June. I assume. I have no idea, because it's still the end of May. I have not made much progress on my manuscript. I haven't at all, not really. I've written maybe 7 whole pages, and it's the 26th of May? It is the 26th of May, and I have only written about 7 pages in 26 days. Kinda lost a lot of the oomph that I had during Camp April NaNoWriMo, which happens with every NaNoWriMo, but I refuse to give up. I always have my manuscript open on my computer. It's always there, staring me in the face, and it is not going to stop staring me in the face until I finish it. I did have my friend Lucy go through the first 2 chapters of it to... Well, the plan wasn't for it to be edited, because obviously it's a little silly to edit a manuscript that is not done, but my friend Lucy has a better grasp on the English language than I do, it seems like. So she made a lot of little edits where I screwed up grammar or just didn't quite phrase things correctly, which is something that I do a lot. I also abuse the hell out of commas, I noticed just looking through it. I know I'm trying not to read through it myself, because I only have 12 chapters out of however many it's gonna be, probably maybe 40 chapters, 60 chapters, I don't know. I haven't finished writing it. I haven't finished the outline, but I have done some additions to the outline, so I have almost the whole thing outlined, just the very, last third of the book. It's kind of sectioned into 3 acts. It's not, I don't really understand the 3-act system at all, because I don't know how to write, but, I guess it's sort of 3 acts, and the last third of the book is sort of the story is sort of loosely outlined, because I know what's going to happen. I know everything all the major stuff that happens. It's just the question of getting there, and that's what's kind of, I think, holding me up, is that there's things that this part of my outline is, it's not my favorite part of the outline, I suppose. It's sort of the middle of the book, but it's not really the middle of the book. It's getting to the middle. But every chapter I write, I feel like this isn't going very well. This is kind of stupid. This doesn't make any sense, and I know that I can just edit it eventually. Someday when I finish it, I can edit it and make it make sense. That's how writing works. You write it, and then when you edit it, it can make sense. Because right now, there's things that happen that don't make sense. Like chapter 11 is literally just a filler chapter, so I can show the passage of time, kind of. It's not even that. I have 2 main point of view characters, but then sometimes I sort of throw in a third, and I don't know if that's really necessary. But it's just to sort of switch things up, and maybe I should add a 4th or 5th just randomly scattered throughout. Some books do that. That's not too weird or annoying. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is not. It really depends. The question is whether or not, someone else's point of view moves the story along, or if they're just an annoying piece of shit or something. And I didn't post a video this week. I didn't make a video this week. I'm not very good at making videos when I have other things to do. It probably doesn't help that I wake up in the middle of the afternoon, it seems like every day. Today I woke up at, 8:30 in the morning. But then once I did what I had to do at 8:30 in the morning, I went back to sleep for 4 hours and woke up at 3 in the afternoon. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, so I'm up to 12 chapters, 106 pages. Still haven't made much movement. I think I had started chapter 11 before the end of April, so now I'm in chapter 12, the middle of chapter 12, I haven't moved very far, which is pretty frustrating. But chapter 11 was kind of a hard one to get through, because I hadn't really outlined it. It was just there, so I just sort of ended it abruptly and jumped over to chapter 12, where I actually had outlined and knew what was going to happen, which I think makes a big difference. When you try to add something in the middle that's not really important, you don't really know what it is, you feel like it needs to be there to be there, and it's kind of just in the way, then it's in your way. Whenever there's a scene that's in your way, sometimes it's best to just go, screw it, and keep going. Go on to the next one. Just leave it hanging. It don't matter. It's a first draft. In school, my teachers used to call, like, the rough first draft of your essay or whatever, whenever you write essays, they'd call it the sloppy copy. And it was like, it wasn't a first draft, it was just a pre-first draft, you know, just you putting down the stuff on, usually in pencil on paper, and it was meant to be sloppy. That's why it was called the sloppy copy. And that's sort of, I think, what first drafts of manuscripts of stories are meant to be, are sloppy copies, really. I mean, unless you're a really good outliner and really know how to write books, you know, it's gonna be a mess. So someday, if I ever get to a second draft, I imagine that will look quite a bit nicer. Right now, it's in the first draft, sloppy copy phase, and it sucks. There's things that I need to change. I think it is more solid than past stories I've done and past NaNoWriMos that I have done, because it is... I did do a little bit of outlining, and I don't know. And I'm excited for November. I want to have this done before November. I want to be, like, at least have the first draft long before November. That way for, like, October and November, I can do, I sort of want to do something really stupid for, like, the 10th anniversary of doing NaNoWriMo. I kind of want to do a sort of silly little thing, a sort of stupid thing that I'll talk about in October, because I want to make it a whole thing. I'm going to make a whole thing out of it. And then I want to do, like, an everyday vlog in November, so I should probably learn how to make videos. Guess who came out here without a tripod again? That's right, it's me. But we moved the swing set, and it has backing on it now. See, it has... Yes, we moved the swing that I swing on. We moved it slightly, and now you can see the windmill and the pole. The tree's still over there. I just didn't want to leave June entirely without some kind of writing update, even though there is nothing to report. I want to do a video about writer's block, but the biggest problem I'm having is with YouTube filming, is that I film with my phone, but notes for videos can only be accessed with my phone or computer, but I can't film in front of my computer because the lighting sucks there, so I can't film there, but so I would need to access it with my phone. But the problem is I can't access my notes on my phone because I'm busy filming on my phone. It's a bit of a conundrum, so yes, I'm still at 107 pages, but I am very excited for Camp July, I guess, because apparently that's when I'm best at writing, is during Camp NaNoWriMo. It's pretty funny, I did that video about what to do after Camp NaNoWriMo, and then I don't take my own advice. One of the main problems I'm having is I want to write other stuff. It's kind of like sometimes the problem I have when reading books. I don't finish them because I want to go read something else. Like, I want to read something new. That's the same with writing, is that sometimes I just want to write something new. Like, I have all these little notes about other stories and stuff, you know, in the scratch pad in Scrivener that I add to whenever I come up with a new idea, but I can't work on any of them because I need to finish this first because I'm tired of not finishing things. It is June 10th. Yes, of course it's the 10th. It's June 10th, and I need to do more writing before I post this writing update, because otherwise it's going to be a pretty dull one. Yeah, I'm still in chapter 12. I've only written maybe a paragraph since a few days ago, or last week when or May, whenever it was that I filmed the previous clip that you will see in this video. And I will be back. Who has her tripod today? I do. That's because I just filmed a video on writer's block that hopefully you will have seen before you see this video. If you didn't, that means it sucked just so much that I couldn't edit it. that is neither here nor there. Today is the next day. Today's June 11th now. But I wrote 2 pages, and that is so noteworthy that I had to just film this small little clip just to tell you I wrote 2 whole pages. I'm up to 108 pages out of probably like 400 pages. So I'm really pleased about that. And hopefully when I go back inside, I can write a couple more pages. Maybe I'll write 10 more pages. Probably not, but it would be great if I did. That would be fantastic. Especially because July is coming up, and that will mean the end of my spring goals and beginning of summer goals, and one of my spring goals was to finish this thing or to maybe get 125 pages. I was kind of hoping, so maybe I can get up to 125 pages before the end of June. That will at least be sort of satisfactory, like belatedly winning Camp April, sort of like a month, 2 months later. Oh, that's pretty sad. Anyway, so I will see you later in June, hopefully with 20 more pages. 13 more pages. Hopefully I will see you with 13 more pages. Nope, that's still not right. 17 more pages. If I write 17 more pages, I'll hit 125. The gold streak on my nose because I put a little bit of this eyeshadow there, and it is way too dark for a highlighter. So that's my mistake. Today is June 17th. It is 109 outside. It actually looks like it might be nicer outside than it is in here, though. But I don't want to go out there and find out because I already took off my shoes. You hear all the air conditioners and fans? Yes, they don't work very well. They do not. They don't. That's not important. Today is June 17th. I'm up to 137 pages now, which means that I've surpassed the 125 goal that I didn't meet in April. So that's exciting. I would like to reach 200 before the end of June. That way I can start in July, aiming for another 100 to make 300 at the end of July, maybe. That would be pretty good, I'd say. I would like that. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that'd be nice. My goal in July, I think, will be 100 pages to start with, because that's just above what I managed in April. Wow, what is this? Look at those lines under my eyes. Holy crap. I didn't sleep well last night. I didn't go to sleep till after 6 because I had to finish reading a book before the library loan expired. So, I don't recommend doing that. And I can't take a nap because it's hotter in my bedroom than it is in here or anywhere else. Super pale like me, don't put gold eyeshadow on your nose as a highlight. It's not gonna work. It don't work well. Why am I talking about my makeup? No one cares. Hopefully before the end of the June 30th, before June 30th, perhaps I will have hit 200 pages. I will let you know if I do or do not. You will know. I'm in chapter 16 now. So I guess some of them are now less than 10 pages long, but I need to edit chapter 11 maybe to be longer because it was just a filler chapter. But I've finally gotten to some of the parts of the plot that I've been really excited about since the beginning, like actual plot. I've actually gotten to the plot of the story. Now, there's plot in all the other chapters too, but now I've gotten to more of the plot. Slowly but surely, stuff is really beginning to happen. I got to write a death scene in chapter 14 and 15, I think it was. So that was really nice. You know, I just love killing people so much. It's just a great thing to do. So, spoilers, I guess, but who knows if that will even make it to the final draft. You know, what chapter will it be in the final draft? Why am I turning really pink? It is June 22nd. I am at 144 pages as of June 22nd. So, I'm hoping maybe to hit 150 before the 30th, so I'll have, like, when I add 100 in July, because I plan to add at least 100 in July, I'll be starting from a solid number. or at least a mostly solid number. I'd love to hit 200 before July, but probably won't. I am so tired of summer. Today is the second day of summer, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. It can end right now. Winter needs to come faster, because I don't like heat. It's 115 outside. It was 98 degrees at 2 a.m. June 28th, or rather it's June 29th now, because it's the morning, but I haven't made any progress. This is just to wrap up June by saying that before June is over, I'm going to hit 150 pages and start from there on July 1st to hit 250 pages before the end of July, and that I will do another vlog, like, clip video, like this one, and like my previous Camp NaNoWriMo one, to do that. I look even more pale and colorless than I do usually. That's saying something, because I am very pale and colorless. Anyway, I will see you at the end of July, beginning of August, when I post my July thing. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.